Hey guys, Omni here. Today we're going to be checking out Enola Holmes 2. When I watched the first film, the only other thing I had seen Millie Bobby Brown in at that point had been Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I had not yet watched Stranger Things like most of the world has. I have now. I started it finally this past February. If you want to see my whole journey, I documented that here on the channel, starting with season 1 all the way up to season 4. And yeah, I liked her before. I thought she was great in the first film, but like, man, she is skyrocketed and cemented in as a great actor of her time, and especially of her age group, man. She's fantastic. One thing that I got out of this that I was really kind of surprised by, it's very different than any of the Sherlocks we've seen before, and particularly with Henry Cavill playing this character, I was kind of surprised to see a side of both characters that I had not seen before. You know, there was a very warm, brotherly, supportive, wholesome kind of quality that he was bringing to this that had this kind of like warm energy behind it, where he's really the only one in the family outside of their mother that seems to be supportive of Enola, her goals, her ambitions, and all that, which is interesting because I've seen like a bunch of different iterations of Sherlock. I haven't seen the Robert Downey Jr. movie, so maybe that's something we can check out here on the channel one of these days, but I've not seen those at all. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this because in this one, from the trailers, it seems like those two, Enola and Sherlock, are going to be more intertwined in their stories because they're individual cases in this movie, according to what we saw, will be coming together, which I'm really excited to see because their chemistry in the last movie was one of the things that I really enjoyed. If you want to see the full-length reaction, it's going to be on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. We're watching this on Netflix, so just sync up your own footage with the time codes and my reaction to the entire thing. You also get the same thing for all the shows and movies that we cover here on the channel as well. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to in the first place over there. You got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, try to make it worth your while since you are going out of way to support the channel. But of course, I know never can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really goes a long way with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. And we're almost at 40K, so if you're new, if you're tuning in for the first time, and maybe you've been a long-time lurker, if you enjoy the reaction, I hope you stick around and hit that subscribe button. We got more stuff coming your way. Future Omni here. There is a lot of great reactions in this. I don't know how much is going to make it into this edit. This is a fairly lengthy film, so that is one of the reasons why you might want to go check out that full length over on Patreon to get all the little tidbits that don't make it into this, because oh my gosh, there was a lot of things in this movie that really cracked me up and got a reaction out of me, and I don't know how in the world I'm going to keep all of it, man. Really don't. With that all said and out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and hop into Enola Holmes 2. Here we go. This chase was in the trailer. Oh, is this going to be like, I bet you're wondering how we got here situations?
Perhaps I should explain.
There you go.
First of all, I would be joining my brother. I would be his equal.
No.
A detective in my own right. Worthy of the Holmes name. Congratulations.
Oh, that was great. I don't know why that got me so much.
My mother, meanwhile, is still on the run. And trying not to draw attention to herself.
Yeah, okay, about that. Also, one of the few times I've seen Helena Bonham Carter
Had come to an end.
in like a role. Oh, no. In a role where she wasn't a villain.
Where did you get this? It's months old.
Found it on the street.
And who have you lost?
My sister. She had a fight with Mr. Crouch, the foreman, in his office.
What about?
He said she was thieving, but Sarah's honest.
The match factory. Is that where she works?
Where we all work. We're match girls, ain't we?
Then that's where we'll start.
So you'll take it? You'll take the case?
Oh, she needs something right now, and if she can at least get a win, that gets her name out.
My first case. Well, actually my second. I shall find...
Since the first one got hijacked by the public by her brother.
Get away with your boy.
What?
Brother, are you quite yourself?
I'm fine. It was just a disagreement over a glass of wine and whose wine it was. I find after wine it's very difficult to make your arms and your legs move.
Oh.
That's A-O-M-B.
I didn't know you had steps.
Yep.
To avoid people stepping on you. That's the tip. You should probably write that down. See?
You know, did we ever learn
Baker Street.
the status of Watson in this universe, in this iteration, timeline, whatever you call it?
One should never be interrupted when thinking. Oh, you should
Write
write
that down.
Shh. Don't go in there.
You know what I can tell you right now? Just this set in general makes me miss the BBC Sherlock show, man.
To wash
So
your clothes
similar.
every now and again.
So
you are
unwilling to
pale,
look past
undernourished,
your
and you've
no-
lost your...
Stop!
And then there's your fingernails. Last night they were dirty with green traces. This morning they are black. The phosphorus from the matchmaking is mixed with the oxygen in the atmosphere. I wasn't in such a state as to not see that.
How did you...
Your neck is red. Someone has... Are you involved in something dangerous? Because you are still my ward. If you need my help, my offer remains on the table. Don't be so desperate to prove yourself, Enola.
I am not desperate. And I don't need your or anyone's help. But this I will have.
So I'm guessing because she made the flatmate suggestion, maybe he's not met Watson yet. What the? Oh!
May,
Oh God.
what happened? Who did this to you? Was it him? Sarah's man? May? It's all right. I'll fetch a doctor. I'll fetch a doctor for you. No, 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 no. No. Come back.
Miss Holmes?
Inspector Lestrade. At the Paragon Theatre, the Matchstick Factory. She was a dancer. She's friends with...
Uh-oh. Who are you?
Superintendent Grail.
Good morning.
I was sent
Her name?
Enola Holmes.
his sister. Detective 2.
Good God, another one. When were the screams heard, Inspector?
10 past the hour, sir.
And when did you arrive, Detective?
Around the same time.
Ooh. Whoops.
Found at a murder scene with a freshly dead corpse harbouring evidence isn't gonna look good.
Superintendent Grail, you can't believe that.
What can't I believe? Now give them here.
Oh!
All of you!
Why ever would she do that?
And here we are.
You remember me, I hope? We're looking for your sister. She's caused a bit of trouble.
Okay, I think that tells us how early this is if he doesn't really have a relationship with Lestrade yet.
And this, the famous...
Wasn't she on it still when it popped off? I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she made it to the rooftop before that snapped. Jeez.
My mistake. I should have warned you I was opening it.
What the hell just happened?
Dare I ask?
Thank you. I was so confused.
Good afternoon. May I ask a favor?
just a number. I visited the bank and inquired. The money disappeared, arriving at another bank, and then another, and another, and another, and another, and another. Every one of them hidden.
He'd given her this.
28 Bell Place?
Whitechapel, yes.
Damn.
The first mistake a detective makes is to make it about themselves and not the case. Enola,
Write it down.
You're not a fan of unnecessary advice, but please, don't turn into me.
No.
Don't be ridiculous. A week before the first transfer, there was a break-in at the Treasury office by a man in a taper crown hat. 5 banks. No clear link between them.
There it is.
I'll always take it. And I must speak to thank our host and applaud his achievement.
You know, I've always wondered, because like we see these things, like the mask, like you gotta hold up. Like, was there a reason there wasn't actually just tied around? Was it not to mess up your hair? Was it just to be like, ha ha ha? Or like, I don't know, like, cause it's like, that's gotta be so exhausting.
Prepared more thoroughly. But dancing is not one of my core strengths.
I was confused.
Well,
Fucking society, man.
he's a marble rag under the table. You see my situation.
You can do that, just go down there, bust out that. Do it.
Who are you? The man's a game.
Oh, I like that lighting.
Cipher. The polka. The promenade.
Oh.
I've got you. Dance 1, line 14. 122. Dance 2.
Damn.
And if you wish to speak to William, you could always try with that.
I need you to teach me to dance.
Teach you to dance? When?
Teach me to dance now. You cannot be trusted to take care of yourself.
I'm a man now.
You're a man when I tell you you're a man.
I can't help but have, can I have this dance from High School Musical 3 in my head right now while they're doing this? Almost got the smooch.
You'll need a dance card.
But I don't know enough. What does that mean?
You'll learn.
Don't touch the ginger cake, plays hopscotch with your bowels.
It plays hopscotch with your bowels. I'm going to have to steal that one. I'll have to write that one down.
Mr. Lion,
Yes.
I was wondering if we might have...
He looks, flustered.
Your last waltz is still free. How fitting. Would you mind?
That dude just has a look about him that's like, murderer. But I don't think it's him. Seems a little too obvious. A little too Raph, one might say.
Look, it's Raph. Yeah, a little too Raph.
Well, fuck me. I don't know, right? Or somebody knew that they were meeting there and got in the way.
I hear he's a good man and a great reformer.
Well, if you wish to dance with him, you may have to wait. There's quite a queue.
She's the murderer. Love this fucking tune, man.
Of course. The Paragon Music Hall.
Talking with a young woman there? Sarah Chapman.
Ooh. Ooh.
Dislocate from me and I will scream.
Please aren't. You were not invited here. What do you want?
I'm a private detective, hired by Sarah's sister to find her.
Bessie hired you.
You know Bessie?
Leave me be, please. Or you will ruin everything.
I think he's trying to keep Sarah safe. I'm calling that. Something, he's got to stick up his ass, but it's all out of, like, probably concern and fear. Ooh. Dude, I love this shit. Oh, wow. Wow. What? Holy shit!
Who are you?
Oh, what? What?
Lord Tewkesbury.
Oh, no. Son of a bitch. Deception. Disgrace. Evil as plain as the scar on his face.
My shirt. Silk. On a policeman's salary.
Who's paying you, Superintendent Grail? Who's paying you to kill Matchgirl?
Oh.
Well, it only takes one little flame to start a fire, and my job is to keep crushing those bloody flames out.
He's so good, man.
And give you one last chance. Where is she?
I don't know.
Then you're for the noose. Some detective you were.
Wow. They're gonna hang her.
Sir. Sir, don't be ridiculous.
Not this time.
I'm here for my sister. If you can arrange her release, I'd much appreciate it.
You want to see him as, if you haven't, see him like as a young bastard? Watch Dragonheart, man. It's one of my favorite movies ever. And he's so good in it.
Marks on and around the door show that it was forced open. And recently, there were signs of a scuffle with boot marks from 3 separate intruders. One of them heavy set. Judging by the traces of fabric and spots of blood, suggests that there was another occupant who seems to have fought back. A sharp and improvised weapon.
Oh, damn.
Before escaping through the window. I'd say this was a top.
Damn!
Makes our work so much more efficient. Especially in a murder case.
Yeah, that's fake as shit right there.
My sister never touched that weapon.
Then why are her prints on it?
Reprint her. Who's to say those are actually her prints? Oh no! Cat! I will say, like, this is a little more typical Sherlock than what we saw last time, but he's so flummoxed, which makes sense. They really ramped up his part in this one, though. Did they, like, metaphorically give her the noose by, like, hanging her out to dry, you know, taking the fall, or do they actually plan on hanging her? Okay, well, never mind. Oh, what the hell?
Enola Holmes. She's a force of nature, a law unto herself.
Go easy on her, girl. Yes, she is.
See, there it is. Aw. Hell yeah! Remember, this is the day you almost caught Detective Enola Holmes. Mama to the rescue.
This case of yours, how's it going?
I don't know. I was just trying to help.
God, she's got just so many bombs.
My left to yours. Yours!
Ninja, vanish!
Ninja, vanish!
Somebody to the right! Do you mind? Wait for it! Where? Wait for it! Straight! No!
Oh! The fucking pigeon cutaway. Oh gosh. Wait. Oh, cane gun.
Well, that's just rude.
Whole family knows this guy. Oh, hot damn. Uh-oh. Damn. Oh. At least the horsies are okay.
Take him.
I fear so.
Fight time. I'm gonna get in there and just give her a smack.
Oh, good thing I never valued my pelvis. How about you, Edith? How are the kidneys?
Glad I never valued my pelvis.
I sometimes think I brought you up to be too independent. Mother, I did. What do you think? I did. Organised all of this after all. Me? No, you find your
It's okay to
allies.
lean on people,
Work
man.
with them, and you will become more of who you are. You speak with one voice, and you will
You're not
make
as
more
fucked
noise
up
than you
as
can
Mycroft or Sherlock.
Keep facing forward. And if you ever get condemned for murder again, you give me a shout.
Is my sister gone? Like May?
No.
Is she?
No. I'm sure she's all
Well,
right.
we don't know.
There's traces of something in this soil. One has red and one has white in it.
These turn red into black, or should I say, red into white.
Typhus, the plague of our times. 2 years it's been killing these girls.
Poisonous.
Out.
What are you looking at?
And that's what's giving them typhus?
Don't open it. It could be the police.
You're still wanted by the police.
Of course I am. I escaped jail.
You escaped jail. I'm terribly sorry, but let me assure you, I do share your interest, and we will talk again.
Thank you.
She's unearthed something, some corruption or other.
She's doing what?
It's connected.
Categorically, I have no eyes for anyone, but... Well, no, this is quite how I want to say that.
Good evening, Lord Tewkesbury.
She didn't have a chaperone.
Wait, is she Sarah? Damn. Okay, never mind. I didn't think the hair color matched.
No, did you understand what I said?
Nope.
You were saying that you...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, that's why he's so
Of course.
afraid.
They were working together. In love.
Someone found out about it.
To expose the
I knew he was a red herring.
Stop what his father was doing. I know we have much talk of my dear, dear lord. You love me. And as it turns out, I love you too.
Well, I mean, she was been stalking you this entire time, so yeah.
Now hail a cab.
Let's do this. Teaming up again. Damn. It was like, that's all I got. That's all I can bring to this. It's gonna be Sherlock. Because we haven't seen him in a minute, and he was on his way here to begin with. Yep. And this is the shot from the trailer.
Now you're breaking out of prison and you have the whole police force after you.
Oh, are you hurt? I am sorry.
Are you not hurt?
It seems not.
Would you fight like that? Another thing our mother has to answer for.
She should have fed me as well as you, is what I think. Is it my case or your own?
Both. I know how Grail got your fingerprints.
It's like our second reference to like Henry Cavill's size.
From the table and applied to the knife. You're innocent.
You doubted it.
Nothing's said until it's proved.
Another dead body. Yep. Oh, is it William?
We need to keep our minds fresh and our eyes sharp.
A knife? No, bigger. A cutlass.
Grail.
You left me standing out there in the dark, and I nearly tore my... Sherlock Holmes.
Not the time.
Oh my...
No ash.
No lips have touched that glass.
Exactly. These clues have been planted for us to find.
Yeah, they're framing McIntyre.
Music.
The truth of the gods.
Could be biblical, mythical.
Theatrical. The gods is the top row of the theatre. The balcony.
Oh, damn.
It's a map.
Yes.
There may be some violence. You faced it before.
Yes. I did have part of a suit of armour on.
Avoid the punch, make the counter punch.
I don't see how to see. Ow!
Dude, that's as great as lesson as John's sticking with the pointy end.
First lesson, sticking with the pointy end.
I know which end to use.
You can hardly expect me to hit a girl.
Oh dear.
Lost some... Ow! Ow! Will you
Hey,
stop
equal
that?
rights, equal fights. Put them up.
Stop.
This is cute though. Oh, I thought they were gonna get interrupted. Yay. Somebody's in the shadows. Oh.
It's all there. All the proof we need.
The contract between Lion.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong. I didn't think the hair collar was off. She was wearing a wig the whole time. Okay, I was like, these shades aren't matching to me. Am I going insane?
He was just trying to keep me safe. And now I've lost him.
We must move quickly.
Best friend and him. No!
Bessie.
You've all been very careless.
Oh, son of a bitch. Hell yeah! Get him! Sherlock was waiting for that cue. That was nice. Bessie got with the little chomp there. Didn't teach him how to land the punch, though. Damn, and he's stuck with the big dude, too. But he's a fencer! Hell yeah, dude. That was such a great payoff! I like this one even more than the first one, man. Get him, dude! Hell yeah! Get velociraptored, bitch. Counting your shots, man. It's important. Yeah, he's a skeezy villain in this, but like I still think the skeeziest role I've seen him in has been Dragonheart. Oh! Oh, he picked up the wrong knife! Well, that's an interesting decision. Oh, wow. Oh, geez, that'd kill you.
I've always loved the theatre.
Got it?
Uh-oh. Oh! Oh yeah, he's all kinds of dead after that.
Damn! He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
All the fucking hook to the balls.
She was not your blackmailer. I summoned you here to draw that very person out.
It's all a game. And it's fun. Once you know the rules.
Oh, whoa.
A rare misstep in your game. Moriarty.
Mira Troy.
I was so enjoying it. And you, Enola.
That was quite the twist.
I found my own way. And it was
Take her away.
Yes, sir. What charge, sir?
God, you fucking...
Murder.
such a shame.
Like all of the things, like were you not paying attention? Everything just openly admitted?
Perhaps we shall take to the floor again.
Yeah, they ain't over. That's an interesting little twist. No!
Place it in the depths of hundreds of match girls.
Where is your proof?
Wow, fuck you.
What are you doing? Wait. Get down. Get down!
Speak! It ain't typhus that's killing us. It's the phosphorus.
What we work with every day.
You lying little toe rag.
That's a penny off your wages.
For us to refuse to work. It's time to tell them no.
Right! Get back to work!
Match strike.
Stop that!
That's my question though, is like, does he know that this whole situation got his son murdered? Does he know that he's maybe not directly but indirectly responsible for that?
Seems your boy has learned how to fight.
Lord McIntyre.
Hell yeah.
Indeed.
Get wrecked.
He's not my boy.
He's my man.
Though I do like this new version of you.
no one should be alone all the time. A friend would do you well.
Watson!
Perhaps I should write that down.
Oh, he's taking notes.
I shall drop by to check on you.
I would like that.
Come to Baker Street from time to time. To check on me. Thank you for everything.
Oh, Moriarty's on the run. Girl strike. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Holy shit. Aw. Oh shoot, it looks like there's a post-credit scene, actually. Thursday at 4 p.m.
Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
I'm here for my appointment. You're seeking a flatmate? The young lady was very clear as to the place and the time. Thursday at 4, she said...
Oh, wow. She sent somebody in her place. His new partner.
Dr. Watson.
Dude!
Watson.
Yo! Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. All right. So that answers that question. Is that it? I think that is it. That was really, really good, man. They took everything that worked with the last one and just really honed it in. My God, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. To seeing like all the connections come together throughout the whole thing and all the kind of like alliances and people that were set up in the first one kind of come back and play a little bit of a part here. And they definitely amped up Cavill's role in this. It was phenomenal, man. I really enjoyed this. And then adding into that whole mixture, David Thewlis as one of our villains, because he's just so slimy and skeezy, because he's such a great actor, man. And I love seeing like people that play like these roles that are just so grimy and gross, like between, like I mentioned throughout this, like Dragonheart, this, Ares, what have you. But like he can be such a warm, welcoming, protective presence, like with Lupin and stuff like that. I love people that can just switch it off between that. Like David Tennant's really good at that too. Like I up until I saw him in Doctor Who, I had only ever seen him in like villainous roles. And my God, he's still one of my favorite villains of all time when he played Kilgrave in Jessica Jones season 1. Phenomenal. But but so antithetical to their personalities. I love that shit, man. I really do. And he was just so slimy and imposing and theatrical in this whole thing. It was a lot of fun seeing him added into the mix. And again, even though like compared to like what I was talking about in the beginning with like Henry Cavill and how I saw his performance in the first one, this was a more akin to like what I'm used to. But there's still like that a lot of those elements in this performance. It was just buried under this frustration with this case. Moriarty being on the scene, this new version for this adaptation, this timeline, and all of that. Because this is a whole different adaptation that came well after the books and stuff. Because, I mean, Enola Holmes was a creation that was added outside of the actual Sherlock Holmes novels well into the future. So they're just doing their own thing with this, which I really like. It's like an Elseworlds kind of Sherlock story, which I really, that's one of the reasons why any of the changes don't really bother me all that much. But it's really creative that the way they've integrated this Moriarty into this world and how that spurred and motivated them and gave them their directive. I just really like that reveal. And we got like this established, like being all pre-Watson, because we had Mycroft in the previous one as well, and kind of like his standing in the world kind of played out. We got Lestrade in the game, as we see now. He's not really got that like relationship with Sherlock formed out yet. the whole kind of one of the points of the story is that they need people. You know, Enola and Sherlock were both trying to do this on their own, and even that's something the mom, Helena Bonham Carter, said in this as well, that maybe she didn't raise them right. They were kind of like separated, segmented off in their own ways to where they became a little too independent, and they don't lean on anybody. They try to do everything on their own, and that was the lesson through this Enola had to learn. She had to get help from her brother, get help from Tewkesbury, to get help from these people around her, that sometimes it's okay to get help from people. Siphoning, just kind of siphon yourself off from everything isn't healthy. And that was kind of a mishandling of her upbringing that they kind of acknowledged, which also does heavily apply to Sherlock, which is why it's so cathartic when he meets and pairs up with Watson later, which I'm curious to see if we do get an Enola Holmes 3, if we'll kind of pick up with that. Maybe he'll follow up on that, because he came here hoping to maybe do that very same thing that they learned throughout this, is like, and, you know, partner with his sister. But like she said, she'd always be looming in his shadow like that. So like, how is that going to help her grow? Which I feel like there's an argument to be made where that wouldn't be the case, and even doing what she's doing, being a Holmes, innately is going to put her in that place. But like, I get it, because if she's with him, all the credit is shared, and perception will probably put a lot of it towards him. Whereas if she's her own independent function, then it's either one or the other. Solve the crime. It's not going to be misconstrued. So I get where she's coming from with that. I had to kind of process through that a little bit. Performances in this was great. The writing, the way things kind of looped around and paid off, all these little setups throughout the entire thing all came back around in these fun, unique ways, all the way down to that play knife. Even something as minuscule as that came back around in the end. Incredibly brutal at certain points, particularly with what happened to David Thewlis' character towards the end. Obviously, the deaths and the mystery throughout, and just the disgusting nature of corruption in the government and all that jazz, which, especially in this time, was probably rampant, I would have to imagine. And I like that this is kind of creating a narrative around an event that took place, while also having a little bit of a more uplifting kind of message behind it all. Or not message, but like a world, kind of like, I don't know, it makes me think of like where some of this did take place and happen IRL. I don't know why I said it like that. I need to like slap myself for just saying IRL unironically. But like, they added this kind of, you know, I don't know. I feel like there was a little bit more to the overall theme that they added that was a little more uplifting, a little more idyllic in the way they came through with Tewkesbury taking down McIntyre. And I don't know how prominent it was in the UK during this period, so I don't really know anything about the women's rights movement over there at all. So I don't know how much of that was there, but I feel like a lot of it may have been like glamorized or like dramatized a little bit more to amp up the message of the film. I could be wrong. Who knows? But that's just the kind of vibe I'm getting with it. And kind of like a Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood kind of vibe is what I was getting from it. But I could be completely wrong with that read. But I love the mystery. I love the pacing. I love the writing. I love the performances. I love the music. I really enjoyed this. Like I said, I think this took everything that was great about the first one and dialed it up, from the explanations, even to the relationships, to the fourth wall breaking. And yeah, I had fun with this, man. I had fun with this a lot. I really hope we get a third one, and I'd love to carry that through. I'll say, like, Millie Bobby Brown's fantastic in this. Like, her charisma level is just off the charts. Now that I'm more acquainted with her, it just makes this even more enjoyable, because I've seen a lot of her work up to this point. And Henry Cavill, man, just continues to just eat it up, man. He's so charismatic in this, and he's just, I don't know. None of this feels forced with him in this role for me. It just feels like he's just like really this character. I just really like, I think he dissolved in this character where that was never a casting choice that I would have ever put forth out there into the world. He really has continued to surprise me in this role, and I think he really, really nails it. But guys, I really enjoyed the film. What did you all think? I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Philly Vane, Yori Korscott, Margaret Grace, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And everybody who's made this possible here on the channel. It's you guys supporting us over there that these movie reactions are more frequent and more prominent, and I'm trying to do more things, branch out and all that stuff, and it's thanks to you guys that we're able to do stuff like this. But thank you guys so much. That's it for this one. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.